Let's battle for the superheat pole. This is Evan Gilter's to lose. There is no two ways about that. All he has to do is finish in the top 10, and he's got the job done. Ariel Elkin starts alongside him. Yannis Stevenadens and Oliver Greenall on the second row from Henki Kouteren and Ellie Goldstein. Jason Young and Marcus Lucio, Eloy Gonzalez and Heralyn Neradini. Then Enzo Levesque and Kevin Rabin, Eduardo Dominguez and Enzo Le Cruz. Then it is Benjamin Hovelak and Jan Duran, Akil Gobert and Bart Harrison, Kimi Duron and Lewis Bird from Sebastian Murray and Herbert Moore, Senna Rodijk and Julian Carmen from Daniel Briz and Jan Rothen, Adrian Klosmanil and Delano Waylands from Harvey Ryby, Nicholas Mühlbach, Mika Voss, Adrian Margiulio, Francisco Costa, Mikel Marino, Lucas Federic and JP Slater. So now the two VDK drivers, Evan Gilter of France and Ariel Elkin of Israel, will go together on the front row of the grid. Two of the best drivers at their craft. They have raced and competed at the European and World Championships in the past. Here they are in IAME X30 Senior, wanting to be the first to get to the first corner. This is a much better looking start. Ready. Avanti. It's a late call, but they do go racing. Ariel Elkin round the far side. He's going to try and hold second place alongside his teammate Evan Gilter. To turn two they go. Is everybody going to get through? Just. It was a little bit close for a couple of them. And out in the lead, Gilter holds it. Elkin, oh, a spin on the way to turn four. I'm afraid that's Jason Young. The Canadian has spun off there, and he's not the only one in dire straits. Looks as though we've had a bit of an issue for Adrian Klosmanil again. So as they come out of the hairpin, out in front, it is still Evan Gilter. Elkin is going to try and get into second place. Back past Yannis Stevenadens. And it looks like Ellie Goldstein is going to get squeezed there. Into third place past both of them comes the fast charging Marcus Lucio. So the British driver Marcus Lucio into third place. Excellent driving from him so far. And it really is good stuff from the three drivers out front. Gilter, Elkin, Lucio. End of the first lap, 8 to go. And still they battle away to the first corner. Oh, problems for Elkin. Elkin's off. What has gone wrong for Elkin? His kart breaks down on the home straight. And the Israel is going to have an absolute heartbreaker. The Israeli is out. He walks away. Devastation for Ariel Elkin. He doesn't deserve that hardship. But mechanical failure as he comes down the straight. And that puts him out of the action. And that's really going to hamper his chances of a decent starting position in the superheats. He's going to plummet down the rankings. But his teammate Evan Gilter is still having a great race of it. As poor Ariel Elkin is consoled. Lucio's going to lose ground to Goldstein. Goldstein goes through and takes over second position. So the Belgian charge, Ellie Goldstein now in a second place in front of Lucio, Stevenadens and Le Cruz. I tell you what, Enzo Le Cruz really has left this one to the very end of the day. But Enzo Le Cruz is giving it full guns blazing down to the first corner behind Yannis Stevenadens. Heralyn Neradini, the German, is in sixth place. And then Ollie Greenall and Eloy Gonzalez having a tough day. But they're in the top 10 with Enzo Levesque and Jan Duran. But your race leader is still Evan Gilter. Goldstein and Lucio want a piece of the Frenchman up front. Everybody's still dueling away for position. But the one retirement from the race is Ariel Elkin. I'm afraid he has fallen right out of the top 8 in the aggregate rankings. A real shame for the Israeli. He was looking so strong up to that point. But watch out for Goldstein. He's going to make his bid here on Evan Gilter. He's already beaten him once. He may get the opportunity to do it again. In fact, no. Goldstein is yet to race against Evan Gilter. But these two have fought with each other many times before in various different races. Here comes Goldstein on the inside, and Lucio goes with him. So Gilter down to third. No panic for Evan Gilter. He doesn't even have to win the race. Third position will be more than enough to bag the Super Pole in the first superheat. He could finish 10th or higher to secure the job. But Goldstein would rather like to be third overall. Here goes Lucio, sorry. Fleming's already raced. It's Lucio that gets through into the lead. So Marcus Luzio hits the front here at Zuera. Goldstein trying to hang on in front of Gilter. And now Herolin Nerodini, the German, has left this one late to go for a real charge forward. So Herolin Nerodini is going to make his bid as he now tries to make an impression on Evan Gilter. It will be a very interesting challenge as the battle continues right to the death. So let's see who's going to finish up in style with these drivers. Gilter, Nerodini, Stephen Haydens and Lacruz in the fight for third position. But the race leader is Marcus Luzio. Here goes Goldstein again into turn one. Gilter goes with him. Luzio down to P3. Fourth place behind Marcus Luzio is now Herolin Nerodini, the German. He might go for a move here, and he does. Herolin Nerodini slices through. So Herolin Nerodini is into third position. Benjamin Hovelak, the fastest driver on the track. But Gilter gets into the lead. He gets back past Eli Goldstein into the hairpin at turn 5. Great racing from Evan Gilter so far. Eli Goldstein holds second. Nerodini, Luzio, Stephen Haydens, Lacruz, Greenall, Gonzalez, Duran and Achille Gobert. Achille Gobert is doing a good job here as well. Making his way up into 10th place in front of Kimi Duron and Hubert Moore. They're all hugging the inside apex. They want a piece of this. Looks as though we've had another retirement. I think it is Adrian Mongiulio who has fallen down. Oh no, he's still going. He's now down at the back of the field with Jan Rothen. Side by side to turn one. That is the two teammates, Gonzalez and Duran, and I think that was Jan Duran getting past his teammate. So Gilter leads. Up to second has come. Oh, that was a bit of defensive moving that turned into a battle for the lead from Goldstein. So Goldstein was originally trying to hold off from Nerodini, but Luzio's got through into third. Nerodini seems to have fallen away a little bit there. So Luzio's up to third. Nerodini has been held up. He's going to try and make his way back on the inside of Yannis Stephen Haydens. Goes over the top. Off they go. Stephen Haydens and Nerodini go off together. That's very unfortunate for the two drivers. It's a chaotic end to the race for them, unfortunately. And that's really going to plummet Yannis Stephen Haydens down the order, as it will as well for the man up front with him, Herolin Nerodini. They will plummet down the order. So across the line. Oh, that's Nerodini in third place. I do apologise. So it's actually a big problem for a couple of the other drivers in the mid. It was Luzio and Stephen Haydens. Luzio recovers in 20th. Stephen Haydens in 24th. Goldstein goes for Gilter and gets back the lead. So Herolin Nerodini squeezing as he tries to hold his position. Now Greenall comes up in a second. Nerodini gets back on the switch. Oh, brilliant. Epic racing from Senior X30. Bart Harrison gets into the top 10 with the fastest lap. But Eli Goldstein may have gone for broke here. Gilter's down to third, make that fourth if that's going to be the move from Greenall. Greenall gets into third, and Enzo Lacruz trying to get past Enzo Gilter. Evan Gilter, I should say, but Enzo Lacruz is trying to get through on Evan Gilter. But Gilter doesn't need to win this. He's got 2 laps to go. He's in fourth. He can finish anywhere in the top 10 and still claim the Super Bowl. But the warning flag comes out for Marcus Luzio. So he'll get the 5-second penalty. Nerodini goes for the lead. Herolind Nerodini is now leading the race, the German. Goldstein's going to come back at him though. That was short-lived. Greenall gets through as well in the second place. Nerodini trying to hold on from Gilter. And now Greenall goes for Goldstein. Not going to happen. The penultimate lap of the race. A very tall order this to hold on to. Nerodini trying to back Gilter into the path of Lacruz. Lacruz goes through. Oh, Gilter's gone off. Gilter's gone off. That couldn't be worse timed. If Gilter's dropped out of the top 10, then that could be it. That could be steaming on the Super Bowl. He's got to gather that up together. Evan Gilter, that is the nightmare scenario. He's got to finish in the top 10 though. So 1 lap to go. Here goes Greenall on the inside. Takes the lead from Goldstein. Nerodini is third. Where is Gilter? Still 10th. He cannot afford to lose a single position. Goldstein back on Greenall. Greenall fights back. And it's anybody's guess now, down to the hairpin. Absolute rip-roaring stuff. Greenall and Goldstein, side by side, down the back straight, side by side, and up the inside. Nureddini, Lacruz, they both come in on Goldstein, who holds it round the outside, only losing one position. So he's still there in third. Where is Gilter? He's in P10 still. He cannot afford to lose one more position. If he does, then he loses the Super Bowl in dramatic fashion. Oh, and off the road. That is one of the VDKs going off. I couldn't see who that was. But it looks to me as though we've lost somebody from the front of the fray. Greenall coming through. Gilter is still P10. He's got to hold it. But what about Ollie Greenall? Greenall's going to take the victory in front of Goldstein. In front of Nureddini and Lacruz. Where is Gilbert? Where is Gilter? 10th. He's just secured it. Oh my goodness. Evan Gilter has just done enough to secure the Super Bowl. Oh my word. As if it couldn't be any more dramatic. Evan Gilter flirts with the nightmare and somehow still comes through to be Super Bowl. There is Kevin Rabin, the Swiss driver, off on the final lap. So very unfortunate for Kevin Rabin. He retires along with the very unfortunate Israeli Ariel Elkin. But Ollie Greenall bags a crucial victory, and that puts him in third position in group for the Superheat. So he's got a great chance in the second Superheat from the inside of the second row. Great job from Greenall. That has saved his weekend. He's got a real chance now to go for it. So Oliver Greenall takes the win from Heralyn Nureddini and Enzo Lacruz. Goldstein, Duran, Harrison, Moore, Gonzalez, Akil Gobert, and Evan Gilter, the luckiest man in Zuera. He does secure the Super Bowl, but only just. Sebastian Murray, Daniel Brith, Kimi Giron and Benjamin Hovelak from Enzo Levesque, Eduardo Dominguez, Henki Calteron, and Mika Voss. Very exciting racing to the finish. 19th is Julian Carmen in front of the very unlucky Marcus Lucio, Harvey Ryby, Lewis Bird, Yanis Stevenadens and Mikel Marino. From Senna Rodijk, Adrian Klosmanil, Nicholas Mühlbach, Francisco Costa, JP Sleater, Lucas Federic, Delano Waylands and Jan Rothen, Jason Young and Adrian Marjulio. The retirements, Kevin Rabin, and on the second lap, the most unluckiest of drivers, Ariel Elkin.